Good morning. Welcome to my kitchen. You're watching EpicEats with Janet, and on today's episode, we will be making all things breakfast. We'll start off with bagels, we'll move on to omelets, and we'll finish off the show with crispy bacon. And guess what? We're going to make the bacon in the microwave. So let's get started and take a look at the ingredients that we will need. The ingredients that we will be using today are a bit of oil, a quarter teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 1.5 cups of our easy peasy bagel pancake waffle mix. We have a couple of toppings that we're going to use, and some cream cheese, whipped cream cheese with our veggie seasoning, and we will make veggie cream cheese for our bagels. So before we get started cooking, I want to take a second to show you our bagel and donut pan. It is food grade silicone, completely flexible, a wonderful piece of equipment to have in your kitchen so you can make donuts and bagels anytime you want to. So the first thing we're going to do is brush some oil into each of the wells of our bagel pan. So the next thing that we're going to do is get our dough prepared, and to do that we're just going to take our 1.5 cups of our bagel mix, put it in a bowl, and to that we are going to add a quarter teaspoon of salt, and we're just mixing this up a little bit, and I'm making a little bit of a well in the center of my dough, as you can see here. And to the well we are going to take our 1 cup of Greek yogurt. This is non-fat Greek yogurt, and it's going right inside that well. Using a fork, I'm going to blend this all together, and your dough is going to be crumbly. And those are the only ingredients really besides the topper that we can put on, which is an optional thing. That's all that's in these bagels. So fast and easy. Alright, so I've got it to the consistency that I was looking for. It is kind of crumbly. And we're going to go ahead and put some of our mix onto our work surface, and then we will be kneading our dough. It will be sticky. Back into the bowl it goes. We're going to cover this with a towel, and we're just going to let it sit for 10 minutes before we bake. So while our dough is resting for that 10 minutes, we are going to go ahead and get started on our omelets. And what I'd like to do is show you our omelet maker. We make omelets with Epicure in the microwave. I don't know if you've ever cooked an egg in a microwave before, but they come out really gross. The texture is yucky, and they don't taste very good, and they don't look very attractive either. But when you use Epicure's omelet maker, you're going to have perfect, fluffy omelets every single time, almost guaranteed. And I'm going to do that for you right now, and you can watch me do it. So here we go. Just going to open up our omelet maker, and I'm going to brush a little bit of oil right inside. Okay. And we're going to do the whole thing directly in the pan, so you don't have to dirty any extra dishes. You can make a 2-egg omelet, a 3-egg omelet, either way. So we have our eggs are all beaten, and I'm going to just chop up some mushrooms, and I just have a handful of mushrooms. There's no measuring with this, you just put whatever you want in your omelet. Just chopping those up a little bit and throwing them in. Same thing with a little bit of spinach. I will just chop some up. That will go in. This could not be any easier. And last but not least, we're going to throw in some feta crumbles. And that is it. Fold that lid right over, and you'll notice on the lid of the omelet maker there are 3 little vent holes, so that when this goes into the microwave, the steam has somewhere to escape. So we're going to pop this into the microwave, and we're going to put it in there for about 3 minutes. Everyone's microwave is a little bit different, so you may have to tweak yours a little bit. But when I cook with my microwave, a 2-egg omelet typically takes between 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm going to pop that in right now. All right, the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get our bacon ready. We're going to do bacon in the microwave, and to do that super fast, we're going to use Epicure's MultiPurpose Steamer. This is our best-selling product in the line, and it is amazing. And what's great about this particular piece is it has this tray inside, and the tray is what we're going to cook our bacon on. And you'll notice that there are holes all over the tray, so as the bacon grease falls, it will fall into the bottom of our multi-purpose steamer. And then when that's all done and cooked, we can just fold that up and drain the fat right out lickety-split. And if you'd like to see more really cool silicone products in all of our line, please go to my website. You can check the link below and head right over, and you can check out my virtual catalog. Here's my bacon, and I'm just going to take the bacon right out. So I'm just going to twist each piece. I have taken this bacon and I've cut it in half to make them a little bit smaller. And then each piece we'll just take right out, give it a twist into the microwave. That's going to go right now. Okay, so our dough has been resting and it is all ready. We're going to just sprinkle a little bit of the mix onto our work surface. And here's our dough. So now we've got our dough, we flattened it a little bit, and I'm just going to cut the dough into 6 wedges. And each wedge we're going to roll out into ropes, roughly about 7 inches or so long. All right, so our bagels are all rolled out and ready. I'm going to go ahead and start getting them prepared to go into the bagel pan, and I want to put a nice coating on them, and I have 2 different coatings here. I've got our everything bagel, and I have our Tutti Frutti, which has got lots of chunky pieces of strawberries and bananas and apples. So to start off, just going to sprinkle some of our everything bagel, and I'm going to gently roll each of our strips into the bagel mix. And our Tutti Frutti will be next. See how beautiful that is. And you can top your bagels with anything, or you can leave them plain. It's whatever you like. Now I'm gonna have my bagel pan right here, and each of these ropes are going to go into the pan. And remember, the pan was already greased earlier, and I'm just going to pinch the ends together so that as it bakes, we get a nice round circle. The bagels are all set to go into the oven. I'm just going to put them on a cookie sheet just for a little bit of extra stability, and this goes into the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, our bagels are in the oven cooking, and while they're cooking, we're going to go ahead and get our veggie cream cheese mixture ready. So we are going to use about a cup of whipped cream cheese and 2 to 3 tablespoons of our vegetable seasoning mix. And it's just as simple as measuring it out, dumping it in, and mixing it up. I'm going to use 2. That's all there is to it. That is all done. We're just going to set that aside to let the flavors melt together. Okay, the microwave just went off, so we're going to go ahead and grab our bacon and see how that's doing. And before I do that, I'm just going to take our roll-up rack and lay it right down so that I have a nice trivet to put my hot pan on. Okay, let's grab that bacon. And see how it came out. Perfect. In little twists, which is kind of cute. Let's see how it tastes. Perfect. Crispy. Yum. Let's go ahead and get our bacon grease taken out of the pan. This is so easy. We're just going to fold and pour. And there we go, all clean. Let's grab our omelet and see if it's ready. Ooh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. The oven just went off, so let's grab those bagels. Here we go. Our bagels are all cooked, and I'm just going to brush a little bit of melted butter. I also melted a little bit of butter and brushed them about 5 minutes before they were done cooking, and then I set the broiler on so that the tops could get a little bit browned. But here we go. Look how beautiful these are. Absolutely beautiful. I'd like to show you how easily these pop right out of this pan. Look at that. They pop right out, lickety split. And the pan is virtually clean. Super easy cleanup. So our bacon is ready, our omelets are ready, and our bagels just came out of the oven. Let's get it all plated and see how it looks. So there you have it. Our omelet is fluffy, our bacon is crispy, and our bagels are fresh out of the oven. Thanks for joining me today. With Epicure, we make good food real fast. See you next time.